Hello everybody, today is October 19th. Thank you for coming here to my YouTube to watch the extended version of my 3-card draw. Let me go ahead and reiterate the first 3 cards. We did get the Chariot. I talked about staying focused on the future and not giving up because it's very possible that the success you're looking for is right around the corner. Secondly, we got the 8 of Cups. I talked about maybe forming some new partnerships or friendships coming up. And then the 3rd card we got was the 6 of Pentacles. I talked about being worried about your finances right now and saying that yes, as long as you stay on the focused forward mentality and also think about attracting money rather than getting money, you should start seeing some abundance flowing in. Now we're going to get further into this read. I am using my Edgar Allan Poe deck. It's so great just for the spooky season. You see I'm kind of spookied out today. Let's see what else we get today. Spirits, ancestors, guides, please give us a few more cards today for my followers that are watching today on October 19th. Thank you so very much. Whoops. Whoop. As always, they throw them on the floor. Okay. So we got the Empress. Oh, my favorite. Judgment. Let's see if we can get a couple more cards real quick, or at least one more, please, Spirit Guides. Thank you so very much. There we go. And we got the Queen of Wands. Okay, and bottom of the deck, we have 5 of Swords. Alrighty, so under that Chariot where I talk about the forward focus on the future, I did pick the Empress. I love the Empress. It's my favorite card, and I think it does actually represent Taurus if you're into Zodiac and Tarot. The Empress is about confidence. It's funny, this card is very, very different. The Empress is by herself on the regular tarot, but in this card, she's got her hands on the shoulders of a little girl. I don't think it's her little girl. I think that's her inner self, her inner child, so to speak. Again, this idea of confidence, of also living in a luxurious, or how could I say it, a richness in your life, living in a rich sort of environment. And I feel like maybe this is talking more about self-care right now. You know, go get the pedicure or manicure you've been holding off, or go get that, shave and a haircut, maybe at the barbershop you've been thinking about, or the massage or something. Do something good for yourself. This will also help you moving forward when we take good self-care. Otherwise, we end up sick like me, right? And at this time of year, it's very important. Under that 8 of Cups, where I talked about the possibility of some new friendships forming or relationships, we did get the Judgment card. And so that says to me that there's a possibility that you have tried to make new friends before and it just didn't really work for you. I've had this experience, especially at my age. And sometimes it is a little more difficult, but this is what I'm going to say is Spirit is telling me to reach out to somebody you wouldn't normally reach out to. Somebody, as I said before, that maybe you thought might be interesting to hang around with, or somebody who, maybe offhandedly one time said, yeah, we should get a cup of coffee one day. Do it. Just do it. See what happens. It could be a very pleasant surprise. You may find a bond that you weren't expecting. I like that. All right. And next we have the Queen of Wands under that 6 of Pentacles, where I mentioned you're a little bit concerned about money. And I said what you need to do is attract money. Queen of Wands is about being in touch with her emotions. She's very fiery and emotional. And I think maybe if you are growing a business or you're looking at ways to attract money, what you need to think about is not only what are you passionate about, but what do you think other people get excited about? So maybe it's even just an adjustment in what you're doing. So for example, I woke up this morning and realized I make a lot of fun, silly videos, like Halloween stuff and little cute sketches. And that's kind of part of my personality. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I realized was I've been missing out a lot on my little videos that have to do with what I actually do, which is this. And so it kind of was an epiphany moment for me, like, aha, business has slowed down. Maybe it's because I'm not doing as much business type posts. So this may be telling you that sometimes we let our emotions run and we're excited and we're passionate, and that's great. We should keep doing those things, but we can't forget about the base, the thing that we've started out with, the basis of what we started with. So it's just something to think about. I know it's sort of like a convoluted way to say that, but it was kind of coming to me as I was talking. So forgive me on that one. Bottom of the deck, we did get the 5 of Swords. The 5 energy is about struggle and conflict sometimes. And on this particular card, it's interesting. He's in pieces, like he cut himself up almost. And maybe you've been beating yourself up lately for choices that you've made or ideas of things that you pursued and you didn't finish or they didn't work out or something like that. And again, I think if we go back to that Empress card about self-care and confidence, know that this is part of the process. This is how we grow, is we make a lot of mistakes. But think of it this way, for every mistake you make, you're that much closer to the success. And I always have to remind myself of that as well. So now we're going to go ahead and jump into a second deck. This is my, what's it called? The, oh heck's this deck called? Anyway, it's like a human anatomy deck. I can't remember the name of it, but this is the back of it. And the suits are slightly different, but it's still a tarot deck. But I like it again because it's got kind of a spooky looking vibe to it. I already did shuffle this. We'll go ahead and see if a few other cards come out that might confirm some of what I've already pulled or give us a little more clarification. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Any cards today for my viewers that will help them in the journey moving forward and help them reach their greater good. Thank you, Spirit Guides. 3 cards right off the bat. And bottom of the deck. Okay, so here's what we have. We have the suit of blades, which is the same as the swords, and it's the 5 of swords again. Okay, so here we go. 2 totally different decks, totally different designs. 5 of swords just came out twice now. So that tells me, again, this idea, stop beating yourself up. I'm terrible about that. You guys, we are not meant to go, you know, that's not what we're supposed to do. Okay, so instead of beating ourselves up, let's pick ourselves up. Let's tell ourselves what successes we have had, and let's think about those. Let's put that vibration out, not the vibration of failure. Secondly, reversed, we got the suit of rods, which is similar to the wands. And it came in reversed. And as I've said to you all before, reverses to me don't necessarily mean opposites. It just means it's a card I need to pay attention to. So when I glance at this card, first glance, the first thing I noticed was these orange flowers for whatever reason. And orange to me is all about warmth and creativity and sunshine and health. That's how I look at orange. It's just my personal feeling. And that's my spirits talking to me through this card. And this is the 7 energy. So I feel like your guides are really asking you to allow them to sort of lead you in the right direction. They're saying, start trusting your gut more because there are some very happy times ahead for you. But, and this did fall under where I was talking about making new friendships and partnerships. So I still feel very strongly that there's a new friendship in store for you, or a new partnership, or even possibly a relationship. It doesn't feel like love as in romance to me. I will be honest with you. It could be even a pet, but to me, it feels like, I want to say somebody at your work or somebody that you just know very casually. All right. Under the 6 of Pentacles, where I talked about you being a little concerned about your money, we talked about maybe tweaking or going back to some things in your business, making an adjustment of some sort, or your work. And that 5 of Swords again about beating yourself up. We get the King of Swords. Okay. King of Blades on this deck. Very cool, right? King of Swords is all about telling the truth, getting to the point. He's an authoritarian sort of person. So you may have a supervisor that's a little bit abrasive, or somebody who's in charge in your work, or somebody in the household that's a little bit bossy, or being a little bit, a little bit bossy or aggressive. And I feel like when I talk about self-care right now, I think you're better off not going to the argument. Okay, so if you're around argumentative people that are sort of know-it-alls, I don't know why I'm coming up with this, is what's coming out. Just let them be that way. Just nod your head. Oh, that's interesting. You can always say, that's interesting. Oh, okay. I hear what you're saying. That doesn't mean you agree. I hear what you're saying. All right, try that out. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and jump into a few oracle cards. I'm still a little under the weather, so I'm sorry I'm being a little choppy today, but I'm doing the best I can. But definitely feeling better. So thank you for all your well wishes. A lot of you posted positive wishes for my health, and I appreciate it. I'm sure it did help. All right, so it comes out in our spirit animal deck here. Getting close to Halloween. Yay, I love Halloween. So excited. All right. Ooh, interesting. We got White Stag. Protector. Here's what it says. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Oh, that's interesting, because when I pull the Empress, that's another thing. The Empress is very grounded in nature as well. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. Great. And I did mention, again, when I brought up this 8 of Wands, or it's called, what do you call it, rods in this deck, I did say that I felt like the orange was standing out to me, and that was talking to me about warmth in relationship to our higher self or our spirit guides. And so this said, you are meant to create blessings with your magic, awaken powerful force. Yes, I feel like your intuition is probably a little charged up right now. Nothing wrong with that. That's always going to be helpful to you. Just don't ignore those signs. Please don't. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into my maps deck, see what jumps out there. I like the word jump, don't I? Jump! See what happens here. Spirits, ancestors, guides. Let's get a maps card today to give us some more input. This card came out the other day. Interesting. We got Peaks of Joy. What did I say about warmth and happiness through spirit? Peaks of Joy, 33, my favorite number of all time. Excuse me. Double threes. Creativity, expansion, connection to higher self. Yeah, you're getting there. Peaks of Joy. So you're gonna have little blips of woo, you know. Even if you're worried about your finances, even if you're not sure where things are going, you're gonna have these little like moments of, oh, that's so cool. And so just relish those, enjoy them, bathe in that energy. All right, lastly, we're gonna pull from my vintage, oh no, lastly, the second to last. We're gonna pull from my vintage deck, see what jumps out there. Here we go. Let's see what we get. Ah, we got gentleness. Gentleness. I think we had this last week too. What did I say? Take better self-care. Don't beat ourselves up. Remember that 5 of Swords came out twice where I said you've been chopping on yourself? Stop it. Be gentle. You don't deserve it. Okay? You wouldn't talk to your best friend or your child that way. Don't talk to yourself that way either. I know. I'm talking to myself too. All my friends watch these and they're like, Molly, you should watch your own messages. I'm like, you're right. It's true. All right. Let's get into our Moonology deck for some final thoughts here. Spirits, ancestors, guys, can we have one more card today or two for our friends here that are watching on October 19th? Oh, that card wanted to come out. I don't know if you saw it jump up. New moon in Taurus. I'm a Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. And what did I say? Stay focused. I said the success is right around the corner. Here's your confirmation. All right, everybody. You have a wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you all tomorrow. Mwah, and